Welcome. Your wife said you pulled that photo from Tyler from the archives. Yeah, I was going through. You do not post a lot of photos.
No.
And usually I just Google image the person, but I went into your Instagram and then into your tagged photos, and then I found one of you with that fucking man bun. So I used that one.
That one's like 6 years old.
Yeah, it's quite old. Kiefer,
Peter,
welcome back. You are the man whose name I am least confident in spelling every time I spell it, no matter how many times I spell it. I'm always like Kieffer, Keifeor, and then Lammi, I'm like one M, two M's every time. Every time. So can you just change your name to Keith?
Keith. That's what I tell people at coffee shops now.
Keith. It's not a name you'd hear given to a baby anymore, is it? Lucy, have you ever met a baby Keith?
No, but I'd like to. It's the sort of thing I'd want to name a dog, just ironically.
I actually thought it'd be a great name for a cat. You'd be like, I don't think Keith. Anyway, a Keith is a bouncer's name, like a doorman, like Keith, or a taxi driver. All right, Kiefer, I have a question for you though. Would you rather pay $20 for something or $29 for the exact same thing?
Be careful. Think about what it is.
Like, would you rather buy a cup of Paper Street coffee for $4, or go back? Or go back on December
same thing, or the same?
Or go back on December 2nd and pay for the exact same cup of coffee, but it's $9.
If it were me, I would rather pay $40 to sign up for the proven programming subscription instead of Sentinel, because I know the amount of quality and expertise that goes into it.
So you want to pay almost double the price for an inferior product?
I mean, if you just
We're raising our prices, but not for you. If you're already a member, nothing changes. Your monthly cost stays locked in at $20 forever. For everyone else, once we hit 1,000 members or on December 1st, whichever comes quickest, new memberships will cost $29 a month. Once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, all 1,000 subscribers are going to get our 100 plus hotel and travel workouts ebook for free. If you've already bought it, you're going to get the updated version with modified options for every single workout. You still have time to lock this $20 price in for life. Sign up now and save at trainsentinel.com. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. Honestly, it is as simple as, would you buy a cup of coffee today for $4 or tomorrow for $9? And I think it's kind of like, I don't understand. The logic of waiting is, unless you hate money and you hate having money and you want to have less.
You'd have to imagine that if they're continuing to push these sales, they must feel like their product isn't worth the value of it. And so they have to reduce the price to create scarcity, when instead you could just get a product that's proven.
But they're increasing the price.
More than 10 games athletes.
But they're increasing the price.
Multiple years in a row.
But they're increasing the price.
4 times the coaching staff and years of experience.
Listen, Kiefer, it's not like it's HWPO who are giving away 100 days of free training and then bundling all the stuff into one package and selling it off at a price that they can't increase later on, because it would look weird if they suddenly increase their prices because they're desperate and they're trying to raise some capital because they're moving to Boston. It's not like it's that. These guys are upping their price because they feel that they want to give themselves a career in what they're doing rather than help as many people as humanly possible. They want to give themselves a career.
So the price has been 20.
Helping.
I thought they were discounting to 20 for a period.
No, it's going up.
Gotcha.
It's going up. Anyway, if you're a moron, you can sign up for Proven. I actually like Proven though, so I kind of feel bad saying that.
I have a second call to get on at 2:05, so it's been nice to see you.
Thanks for jumping on, buddy. Good to see you. Lucy, you're doing like a gymnastics. What are you doing? Some kind of course, seminar?
Something.
Is this the thing I posted recently?
You put up something the other day about like limited spots or something. I didn't actually read it.
Oh, that was a repost. But yeah, I'm doing a seminar at CrossFit Liverpool Street in London.
Okay.
On the Saturday after Rogue.
Oh, okay.
I just work relative to Rogue. I don't know what dates they are right now. I'm just like, I worry about Rogue and then I'll worry about that. But yeah, it's going to be like a sort of fundamentals seminar, let's say, because loads of people are trying to do the fancy stuff without doing the simple stuff right, which means that they might be able to do pull-ups and chest to bar, but as soon as they try and learn bar muscle ups and everything else, they fall to pieces. So, yeah.
Interesting. Well, if you want to learn the fundamentals, you can sign up for Sentinel training for $20 before it turns into $29.
Oh, stop the advertising.
All right. We have 3 topics. Oh, sorry. This guy says this every week. The Heat 1 bet. It's not a thing because Heat 1 is the least active entity in the CrossFit space. Heat 1 bet. First, all-time wins leader Lucy. Second, Kiefer, spelled correctly. Third, Trash Panda, also spelled correctly. When was the last time Heat 1 did anything? Anyway, we have 3 topics. We have 3 topics. We have 3 guests. We have an arbitrary point system that makes perfect sense.
Much as the mountain.
Oh, no, it makes more sense than... I mean, come on. It makes more sense than that. All right. Kiefer, you're going to go first. Topic 1. I should have said proven. What camp has the most to prove in 2026? So, as Kiefer really, really hammed up at the start there, proven I've had quite the 18 months. I want to know off the back of the games and World Fitness Project and, you know, upcoming Rogue and everything else that's been happening this year, what camp are you looking at thinking like, wow, what's happening there? They need to have a good year next year. You got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
Well, as much as I did want to say proven for this, because it seems like despite the success that we continue to have, the number of athletes that are wanting to become a part of the camp and the improvements that they're making year over year, there are still people that seem to think that we don't belong in the conversation with the HWPOs and the Mayhems and the other camps for some reason. However, after recent news and their kind of media circuit they went on surrounding it, I think that HWPO has the most to prove. You know, they've had a rapid decline in the number of athletes being successful at a higher level, especially ones that have actually grown up in the camp instead of being acquired, as some of them like to claim that other camps are doing. And I think Justin is awesome. I think Alex is awesome, but he made some really bold claims about, you know, what they're after in the coming years. And so he said it himself, it's gold or bust. And so they've got a lot to prove this year.
Interesting. All right, Tyler, you got 6 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
All right. So when thinking about this, it was like, you think of the main camps: Proven, Mayhem, Brute, HWPO, and TTT. Off the bat, basically TTT and HWPO, this is their year to fight for relevance. They've lost all their major athletes, and I think people are forgetting that their camps even exist. TTT's Alexis seems to be slipping. They really only have Lydia Fish left. HWPO, I don't know who they have left. They just have Kotler. And then so that leaves Brute, Mayhem, and Proven. Mayhem is on its own. It's playing the long game at this point, and I think Proven is pushed into that, leaving the one and only Brute. The questions with them are, can they do this again? And I would say yes. For them, I think the win is, can they further their brand, further their reach, and get more people into their camp? Because right now they're just training major athletes.
Good stuff. All right, Lucy, you got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
So I would say I want to agree. I'm looking for like who's developed the most homegrown talent and who's going to develop the most homegrown talent, because there are a lot of camps out there who have inherited good athletes and then they've sort of stayed good rather than really kind of projecting up the leaderboard. I would say that Proven have inherited a lot of very good athletes, and although we've seen improvements, we haven't seen someone that is homegrown from Proven, except for obviously Tia, which is by the by. But with that being said, I do think that HWPO, I would argue, with the move on Kotler, shows that they're still sort of in it and fighting and wanting to stay in the sort of competitive CrossFit area, where I sort of thought before that they had kind of given up on that, if I'm honest.
All right, Kiefer, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Seed.
I hear this a lot that we don't have any homegrown talent, but to suggest that Tia, Jay, Maddie, Olivia, Lucy haven't all gotten better at a significant rate, specifically training with Proven, would be crazy. And it's not like our camp has just brought people in without the athletes willingly staying with a coach that they had been with prior to being there and continue to get better.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. All right, Tyler, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight with Kiefer. Like, all of their athletes are gotten better. My point, again, on Brute is that they really don't seem to be pushing their brand. The reason that you join Proven or Mayhem is that their brand carries a lot of weight, and there's a lot of opportunities with sponsorship because of those things. Brute's not doing that.
Sorry, buddy. All right, Lucy, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
I'm not saying that Proven aren't improving the athletes that they have. I'm saying that the athletes that have come there, Maddie Sturt was a games athlete before she came to Proven. Lucy was a games athlete before she came to Proven. They are making improvements, but they're not homegrown yet. And part of the reason why is that Proven just hasn't been around for long enough to actually develop people from the ground up.
She stuck to the time, boys. See the way she did that? Isn't that good?
It's because she had nothing to say.
You're full of shit.
Lucy wasn't a games athlete technically, but I'll take
Tyler.
Lucy was a team games athlete.
Alexis and Annika, both not TTT athletes that were at the games this year.
I forgot about Annika. That's true. Annika.
And Alexis?
Annika she's down. She's in Miami. She's kind of a TTT athlete.
She works with Max.
Yeah.
She works with Max.
Yeah.
That's like saying that
that
Jason isn't Brute because he's not in Florida.
Their whole setup's different.
If you're going to give any credit to WFP and Legacy and Rogue and all of these other things as well, you've still got Travis, you've still got Noah. For a guy that's been a part of TTT for a long time, you sure don't know a lot about their athletes.
Yeah, he really wants to shit on them, doesn't he?
Is Noah a TTT athlete? Is he?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Noah.
Yeah.
He works with Max.
Okay.
Lucy, did you give yourself 10 points?
No, well, maybe. I came on, had 4. So it said Lucy 4 from last time. So I was like, I'll just change it to 10 and see if he notices.
Negative.
I was like, all right, okay. All right. That was,
that was spicy.
Can we address the fact that Tyler never actually gave an answer?
Yes, I did. I said Brute.
No, what Tyler did was
you talked about every single camp.
He gave an answer that got himself 2.5 points, right? And then he backtracked and said, but not any of those logical things I've said. I'm going to go with this other thing that doesn't make sense. Well, the first 2 things that I said were a really good answer. I'm going to go with this other one instead. So he lost points after earning points.
No. Because TTT and HWPO kind of are just in the losing game right now.
But then they have the most to prove. And you made a really good point about how they have the most to prove.
They're in a D tier. They're going to go to maybe a C tier. Proven and Mayhem are already there. Brute has hit it out of the park this last year. Can they do that again?
And the year before.
Can they make their brand relevant?
The last 2 years they've hit it out of the park. And you're asking, can they do it again? And then you said that these 2 camps are in the doldrums and they're in danger of going extinct, but somehow they don't have the most proof. Anyway, there's your scores. Tyler was on 2.5 and he lost
1.75.
All right, I liked the little back and forth between Lucy and Kiefer. That was fun. Okay, we are mere days, apparently, from finding out who are going to be named as semifinalists, because the deadline has, I think the deadline was supposed to pass, but they extended it because I'm guessing because Mayhem didn't answer yet. So they've said like, well, let's just wait another week and see what happens. So what events should be added as a semifinal is our next topic. Tyler, you're going first on this one. You got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you
go. What I would say is, you have a bunch of established competitions that already have their track record. I'm just going to throw shots and say TFX is the weak link at the moment, and I think you have to get rid of them. I don't think that you're adding another semifinal. So who do you replace it with? At this point, Mayhem has one. I would like to see the other camps get involved, other than major camps, and so I would probably give it to Proven, not to blow Kiefer right on the middle of the show, but I would give it to Proven. I know that they do everything professionally. After that, I would get maybe Brute involved. I would like to see the camps like create their own situation where they sort of battle. So that's what I would kind of do for the semifinals. I don't see TFX really lasting that much longer. There was not a whole lot of notoriety to that competition.
So you're giving a semifinal to the camp that has the most to prove for next year. All right, Lucy, you got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
Honestly, I think there should be as much distance between the camps and semi-finals as possible. I feel like that's a massive conflict of interest. But besides that, with Europe, I really, would like to see more organization, would like to see more improvements on timing, programming, and everything like that. So Swiss throwdown or German throwdown, both countries well known for their levels of organization and timekeeping. I think the communication would be a lot better. And also back to Tyler's point, how is TFX a weak link when NorCal Classic had the amount of drama that it had this year? The plates on the floor, the funky programming. I don't understand how you're saying TFX is the weak link when NorCal came out with that stuff.
We need something to talk about, Lucy. All right, Kiefer, you have 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
So when you look at what I would like to see as a semifinal, again, you have to look at what's missing, like we've all talked about. And I feel like many of the regions, you have Copacer, Torian, Rebel Renegade Games, Far East Throwdown, German, or any of the European events from an outside perspective, I think have been run really well. French Throwdown, Madrid, and some of the other ones from the past. In the US, I think Syndicate/MAC has done a really good job, but the West side, or North America West in general, has always lagged a little bit here. Both TFX and NorCal were a shit show for different reasons. NorCal's been talked about a bunch. TFX, I think, was under-programmed and not necessarily suited to be qualifying people to the games, though I do think we got the right people from there. So what I would love to see is something from the past in the West come back. I would love to see Granite Games come back. I thought it was an awesome event. They had a big venue. We had a lot of success there. We had Colton Mertens with a what's the thing in the back with the hair?
With a mullet?
The hair thing. Oh, the mullet. We had somebody great.
You're out of time. You wasted 4 seconds saying with it.
I had more moments.
I think the mullet is probably the best moment of there, along with Travis Mayer being mean to Taylor. All right, Tyler, you got, I'm showing the wrong screen. You got 20 seconds and your time starts now. Off you go.
Kiefer shouldn't get points for just rattling off every single event. We know you're smart.
I gave him half a point for doing that.
As far as what Lucy said, the reason I went with TFX and not NorCal has the participation base, and that's more important to me. They didn't have a crazy bad programmed event. TFX.
Oh, you're out of time. Lucy, you got 20 seconds. Off you go.
Did we watch the same event? And also, how is safety not part of that? There were plates all over the floor. The transition times were all different. The level of organization of that event is not that of a semi-final. The fairness is not that of a semi-final.
But where else can you have someone holding a camera impact the podium? I mean, that's what people want to see. At Crash, 17th to 19th, you'll have the same two people meet each other, where Nate Ackerman will be doing a lifting event, which on paper looks, it should be pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but Taylor's going to be there and he could mess everything up. You can find out those workouts later on the spin in 4 hours. Kiefer, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
I just think every region needs to have events that we know that we get excited about year after year. So many of the regions have that. North America West has not had that in a while. Granite Games did a great job in the past. So I think bringing it back would bring a lot of excitement, and it complements what we're already doing on the east side of North America really well.
What is the split? Where? Because that's Minnesota or Minneapolis or somewhere, wasn't it, Granite?
Yeah.
How is that west?
River.
They just draw a diagonal line across.
It's just like a whoop. Yeah, okay. Yeah. The best burger I've ever had in my life was there. That's it. That's all I got.
Must be the cheese.
There was like crusty mac and cheese in the burger.
Makes sense.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Good chat. Let's see. Sorry, I shouldn't have given Tyler a 0.75. Now I'm really confused on what he should be on. But anyway, okay. Here's the scores. We have one round to go. Kiefer's on 4.5. I actually really like I genuinely completely forgot that Granite Games existed. Like completely forgot they existed. Yeah. I think Lucy. Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, like, okay, it was fine, but I just think Mayhem programming 80% of the qualification system to the games was like, that's a bit weird, is it? They didn't benefit them because they didn't all qualify, so they didn't actually earn anything from it. But
I think it would be great to see more camp-related events in an off-season sense, but I think when it comes to the CrossFit Games season, having a separation is a good thing, and it takes a lot of question marks out of the equation.
Yeah. I think they should do. I think the camps would never do it, but I think they should do like a Formula One style event where it's like Tia versus whoever from. Well, Think Tank are obsolete according to Tyler and sort of his WPO, so we'll pick Brute. Tia versus Emma Lawson. So they get a point as an individual, but they also get a point for Proven or Brute. And then there's like a Constructors Championship and a Drivers Championship.
What about the independents?
They can go as independents.
I'm team
and like
Local.
Adam Kiefer can coach them. Kiefer. See, I have an answer for everything, Lucy. Okay. Final topic, but just before we do that, if you could really quickly click subscribe, it would mean just such a great deal to me. Like really, really, really does matter, because when you say this, it actually has such a big impact on people subscribing. It's crazy. I was like, I'm going to say it, but no one's got like 150 subscribers in the last week or something, just because I've been saying it, having never said it. So please do subscribe.
Reading that black and white is hurting my eyes.
It's actually it's moving in a kind of jerky manner as well, which is making it a bit kind of epileptic for me as well. But hey ho. All right. We've got one topic to go. Granite Games was huge to the point where they were doing 3-person throwdowns at local gyms. I competed in 3 of them before the world quit turning because some dude ate a bat in China. Oh, that really went off the rails halfway through. What about the Kill Cliff Cascade Classic? That's the semi-final. What was the one that Ben Bergeron tested positive at, or his wife tested positive? What was that one?
We don't talk about that enough.
The fact that Ben Bergeron took steroids and got away with it, and nobody ever mentions that anymore. Yeah, weird,
Just
huh?
brush it under the rug.
I'm all about health, and I really care about the human body and true excellence, and I chase excellence, and I chase the dragon, and I inject it into myself. Anyway, Ben's never coming on the show again. All right, we've got our final topic. Who's CrossFit's next big star?
If you don't say yourself, Lucy.
Lucy's already a star. I want the next big one.
You don't know me well enough to think that I would say that.
So who is? I can't remember exactly what I said. I think did I basically say something like, who's going to kick the door down? Like, who's the next person to be like, hey, I'm here and I'm really good at CrossFit, and you should all buy this ice bath that I'm telling you to buy, or whatever. I don't know.
The next up and comer, you said.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't say ice bath. Who's going to be the next like scramble to get to sign up for the not tier cup at SoCal? All right, Lucy, you're first on this one. I just need to change my clock. You got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
Okay, so when you say up and comer, I'm thinking no one that is currently at the games at this point in time, because those people are already up and comers. So
They've up and come.
start thinking of other people. They have come. They have arrived. So with that being said, I'm looking at, obviously I'm more European dominated. So that is Burgos Bjornsdottir, the next Icelandic athlete, I think. She is super, super strong. I think she's got massive potential. So I think it'll be interesting. And she's obviously at CrossFit Reykjavik with BKG and everyone there. So I think it'll be interesting to see how she does. And then there's a girl from the UK called Kira McManus, who's in the 14-15 category. She is winning everything so far. She is terrifyingly strong, so she'll be interesting. And then lastly, Tom Kingdon, who did really well in the road qualifiers, but obviously they only took 2, and also did really well at LCQs.
Kiefer, put your hand down. Stop being so passive aggressive.
I'm showing range.
Hang on,
Kiefer.
I missed this.
Range.
Loud and Live bought Granite Games. I forgot about that completely. And they bought West Coast Classic too, didn't they? Then COVID happened and still put on semis at the Vikings training facility. Oh, that's that big, isn't the Vikings Stadium the big mirror black like stadium? It's like an upside down, it's like a pyramid that's stuck in the ground and it's black and reflective.
It was their training facility.
I know, but the actual stadium is in that city, isn't it? Yeah, that's cool. Without community division, they went bankrupt, so they shut it down. Yeah, but Loud and Live's like, I mean, maybe Dylan knows that now too. All right. Kiefer, he probably doesn't. You've got 60 seconds. Tell us why Kyra is great. Your time starts now. Off you go.
Our sport is too small and niche to suggest that anybody really outside of the top 5 or so is a big star. Because you look at people even within the top 10, they're not a star on a global scale at all. So you look at this, it would be easy to say that Lucy or Olivia might be that because they were on the podium this year. But I think that Olivia is kind of already on her way to arriving. Lucy is too old. And so I'm going to go for a different European Lucy. Lucy McGonigal was one spot out of being in the top 10 in her first year as an 18-year-old. She won the team games twice, took second once. I believe she took second or third another year, really just because of an interval workout that she would have won that event. Otherwise, she has the best coach in the world. The progress she's made even in the first year with him has been incredible. And I think to think that she won't be the next big thing and the next big European athlete would be crazy. So it is Lucy McGonigal. She's already a Nike athlete. She's starting to get the attention. It's her.
Okay, don't worry, Grandma Campbell. You'll get your time to respond. All right. Tyler, you've got 60 seconds. Brace yourselves for the most ludicrous suggestion you're ever going to hear. Your time starts now. Off you go.
So I went a little differently than Lucy did. I didn't, if you were in the top 5 or whatever, that doesn't really apply to me. What I was thinking about with both athleticism and then social media and marketing coverage. So I had a top 4. The last one was Amy Kringle, just because she's already gotten marketing coverage. I think she could do more with it, but we haven't seen the rise that I thought she would get. I've said this before, so number 3 is Erica Folo. I think if she makes it to the games, she will be the most sponsored athlete we've ever seen. But she's an interesting, different individual, more than just fitness. Because Kiefer said Lucy McGonigal, I will put Lucy at number 2. I do agree. She was my number 1. She's a really interesting human. She's already big sponsored. And for number 1, we have Mason Griffin, because he has done more with absolutely no social media presence than anybody I've ever seen.
Done more in what way?
He is hot as fuck as well.
That too.
Which certainly helps. All right, Lucy, we're back down to you. Do you need me to make this screen bigger? So do you want to get your glasses, your specs, so you can see this, or are you okay? You've got 20 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
There's still some life in Grandma Campbell. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see how long the old wrist will hold out. I do agree on the Lucy front. I think she's got an incredible future ahead of her. So I think it'll be interesting to see there. I'm waiting for Erica Folo to perform up to the hype that she has got.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kiefer, you got 20 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
Thank you, everybody, for agreeing with me, first of all. But if we look at the track record in the last maybe 5 years, all of the new superstars in the sport have been rising teens that were great at a teen level too. You have the Mals, that both of the Emmas. Lucy is in that same trajectory, and she's going to be better than all of them.
Okay.
Who's the second Emma?
Lawson and Carey.
Carey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Mal and Emma are both burnt
We're
out.
on. You're not your time to speak. That was like,
I think
everybody watching this show was like, wow, Kiefer, that's a really unusual comparison to make. Why would you compare to those girls? Tyler, your time starts now. Off you go.
I didn't get to speak about Mason as an athlete. He was 45th in the online semifinals, which puts him with some of the best, and 13th in syndicate. You can see him at the Crash Crucible along with Trista Smith, where there will undoubtedly be the greatest romance story that's ever existed in the CrossFit sphere.
Did you say 45th?
No, what did you say?
Isn't it
Undoubtedly.
undoubtedly? Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
I don't know how you say that word, but you know what it's
Well, it's
more
doubt.
of the emotion.
So doubt.
So you say next big
Undoubtedly.
star, but we could say that there were 44 people better than him at an online
Last
season
year.
already.
Last year.
Yeah,
You
right,
could
right.
say he's on the verge of becoming obsolete and thus doesn't have anything to prove.
We also know that he does Sentinel training, so he's basically a shoe-in next year to the game.
And he's paying $20 a month because he signed up before they hit 1,000 subscribers or before December 1st, whichever comes first. You too can sign up and save $9. You're investing in yourself, your future, and in Taylor and Bryson too, I guess.
Who was Sentinel's last games athlete that didn't come out of the African region?
It's a loading season, Kiefer. It takes time to build to these levels.
Right, yeah. Gotcha.
They're also more concerned about Gen Pop than they are with just the elites, Kiefer. They're not elitist. They're not like Shane Orr, who just shows up for the top 1.1001% of humans.
Which is an awesome segue. Actually, this December, we will be doing a series of camps in Australia for the everyday CrossFitter. We'll be doing 6 camps over the course of 3 weeks in 3 different major cities. So keep an eye out for that if you're, watching this from Australia. Maybe you're up now. Because, Shane doesn't make time for those people.
Shane's actually flying me out for that.
Well, he doesn't have to fly anywhere because it's in Australia.
No, he's flying me out for it.
Oh, is he?
No. Probably because I accuse him of being elitist and only focusing on the top 0.001%. All right, let's see. What were you on for?
He should be flying me out since I blew proven the entire show.
Well, you're not going to get invited to any brute camps, that's for sure. All right. I nearly clicked end show. That would have been great for everybody. Kiefer wins 7 points.
This is bullshit.
He's the only one who picked one person, which he was asked to do, and you both agreed that his person was a great choice. So how can you argue?
Because he got it first. I could have said Lucy McGonigal if it was different. What do you mean?
You know what? Instead of choosing Mason Griffin, maybe you choose somebody like Ty Jenkins, who also dominated the teen level, came up, first opportunity he had, made the games, competed really well at the games, comes from this boot camp that you seem to love, has one of the best male role model training partners.
Why? There's
is sponsored by a major brand, which is always going to help these people continue to elevate and become a star in the sport.
He's not as hot as Mason.
Adidas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, but can we look at who else Adidas sponsor? Like they sponsor a range of athletes.
Sprague.
Agreed.
No, I don't even know. Do they sponsor Sprague?
Do they?
Didn't he say in your show, that's not actually confirmed yet?
I hope
Did he say that on the spin?
He's earned having some good brand support.
Oh, he just needs a different agent.
Sorry.
Not sorry. Okay, there's your scores. I always forget to do this. Kiefer, do you want to just retell everyone about your trip to Australia, your free trip to Australia that you bagged somehow? You got 20 seconds. You can talk about whatever you want.
No, I think I've touched on everything I need to.
$20 instead of $29 if you want.
I'm just curious if I'm going to open my phone and have text from Taylor when I get done with this.
Taylor doesn't watch this shit. Are you kidding me? He doesn't debase himself. He debases himself in plenty of other ways, but not by watching this. That was a good use of your 20 seconds. All right. So Kiefer, just say that again about the Proven Tour. When is that? December what?
So the exact weekend dates are to be confirmed. It's either going to start the very end of November or the first weekend of December. But we'll be doing 3 consecutive weeks at 3 different major cities. We're going to go to Perth. We're going to go to Perth, Sydney, and Melbourne. The Melbourne week is going to be the week of the High Rocks there as well. I think you say Melbourne. No, Melbourne. I think you say Melbourne if you're from there. So I'm trying to be like them. I'd say that. Anyway, but the plan is
Lucy, did you just open a real Lucy?
No.
Oh, did Proven just post something on Instagram? You get notifications for us?
Yeah, she's got notifications turned on. And will you guys be bringing any paper sheet coffee? You should.
Bring it everywhere we go. I'm going to get one right after this.
I had a coffee at 6:00, which is like incredibly late for me. It was a quad shot as well, which is just kind of dumb. So if you're in Australia, how do you find out? Like if I'm in,
We just loosely announced it this past week on social media. We're working on locking down
Soft
some of the
launch.
locations for it. Soft launch. We haven't confirmed
are
all
you
of the
going to
venues.
Wollongong? You going to the Gong?
Maybe.
Ricky's home place. And Luke, that'd be cool. Tyler, you're on the spin in like, I don't know, how many hours? 4 hours?
4 hours.
And J.R. Howell is on there. He's going to go through all the workouts that are coming up for Crash, which Lucy could have done, but she picked Rogue instead because she's elitist and likes money.
I won't be getting much money from Rogue.
Yeah, well, I think by showing up, you somehow get more, even just as a spectator. And then Lucy, tell me about that thing again. 1st of November. No, 31st. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. 6th of November.
Yeah.
In Liverpool
CrossFit
Street in
Liverpool
London.
Street. Yeah.
On Gymnastics.
Yes. All
Great.
levels can come, but be prepared to stick to the basics.
We're going to drop off this and go into a business meeting with Lucy where we teach her to sell stuff.
Yeah, I was like, that was pulling teeth.
Honestly,
Including herself as an athlete.
The reason being is that I don't really know.
Not earning from it? Like, what's happening here?
Well, I am, but I'm getting a flat rate. So whoever wants to come can come.
Fuck it. Go to Australia then. Who gives a shit about that bollocks? Fly over, spend wisely, sign up for Sentinel for $20, and then with the $9 a month that you'll save, invest that in yourself and fly over to Australia, tour around with Kiefer, drink Paper Street, meet Luke de Jong and Ricky Garrard, high five Tia, and then fly back. Skip that gymnastics. She's getting paid anyway. Who gives a fuck? And then you can watch the spin on your flight over if you download on YouTube, if you get YouTube Premium. Done. Bish, bash, bosh. That's how you sell shit. All right. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. my time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern, JR and Jamie and Johnny, we're going to do an affiliate show where we talk about the 3 worst things you can see on an affiliate drop-in. Full frontal nudity, a rabid dog, and piss on the floor. They're my 3. So we'll see what the guys who actually own affiliates say. Johnny's visited a hell of a lot of affiliates as well because he does seminar stuff. So we might get some juicy stories out of that. The spin is on. Say again.
Those shows are amazing. The one you did last week was incredible.
Yeah, the guys are really good. They were incredibly nervous after that show. They were like, I'm getting texts off members and they think it's them I'm talking about, and it is. And then they were like, I said, let's do another show next week. They're like, cool, can we not shit on our own paying members, please? Can we do a different topic? So spin is on in like 4 hours, and then later on tomorrow, the next affiliate video from my little tour is out, and it's CrossFit Tweed Bank in Scotland. So if you want to practice understanding a Scottish accent, you can hear them talk about CrossFit, where they do thrusters and wall balls. And James Sprague, fittest golfers on Sevon's show tomorrow at 3 our time or 7 Pacific, or directly after the affiliate show. I don't know, whatever the time that is.
Himself the fittest golfer, like he
That's
does
the thumbnail.
golf.
That's the thumbnail. That's why I'm saying it, because I saw it on the thumbnail. Lucy, are you okay?
I'm just reading the comments and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with people?
You put up a lot of like mentally stressed stories today, I felt.
Okay, I had a bad session, and
to the point I was like, should I tell her not to bother coming on the show? Is it stressing her out that she has to do a show? Should I just tell her to leave it?
Honestly, I only came up with those answers 10 minutes ago, so like 10 minutes before the show. So I'm pleased that I beat Tyler, because you've probably been, planning for days.
You know who was right?
I did take notes this morning, so I'm really upset.
Kiefer, can I read out our texts? Who is the debate?
Probably.
Who is the person that's not Lucy on the debate? And I said I said Tyler Watkins, and you know what he said? Nice,
shitty
cakewalk. Yeah. And he was right. Thanks for watching. Spin is on in 4 hours. Come back tomorrow for the affiliate, and James Sprague will be on Sevon's after that. God bless. Good night.